Will the banning of lease purchase programs be better or worse for the trucking industry? That's a good question. But I have my own theory. But before I get into my theory, I just want to say, I've been hearing about the lease purchase programs. Has been a talk ever since I've been in the industry. Over 7.5 years, and even as I was making my transition into trucking, going through school and things of that nature, I was hearing about the lease purchase program. So when I got in the game, I already knew that was something that I wasn't messing with. You know what I'm saying? And coming in, starting with Swift, I just remember, you know, seeing the advertisements in the terminals I was going in. Get your own truck, make more money. Blase blase. I already knew that I wasn't never messing with it. You know what I'm saying? So that was part of me doing my due diligence. I knew that I knew that the lease purchase program wasn't for me. But then again, who knows? You know what I'm saying? I know I got the grind and the hustle. Who knows? Maybe if I would have did a lease purchase program, I'm pretty sure I would have completed it. You know what I'm saying? But just through my time of being in the industry and hearing the talk about lease purchase programs, I hear mostly bad things. Yes, I do hear about people who do complete lease purchase programs, but most of the time, man, I hear nothing but horror stories. And when you keep hearing the same thing over and over and over from different people, from different people, from people from different races, from people from different religions, people from different backgrounds, you keep hearing the same shit over and over and over, something got to be true. You know what I'm saying? So, from what I understood with these lease purchase programs, exorbitantly high truck payments, then you're responsible for the maintenance on the truck. And you have the same people that's overtaxing you is the same people that's controlling your income. So one thing that I hear a lot, I hear about, when a lot of people, they coming close to finishing their lease purchase program or paying off the truck, all of a sudden out the blue, the loads start getting skimpy. The money with the loads start getting real tight to where a lot of these people can barely even afford or can't even afford to finish paying off the truck. So they go into default, get the truck took away from them, and then they take that same truck, put it right back on the market, lease it out to somebody else. I hear that a lot. Been hearing it for almost the past 8 years. This is just a common thing that I hear. Along with other things. But that's, for people who've been through that, man, that got to be a very disheartening feeling, man, to get played like that. But that's the thing, though. And I understand why people sign up for these lease purchase programs, man, because a lot of us that's coming into trucking, or just a lot of people in general, man, a lot of people is coming from nothing. You know what I'm saying? Or a lot of people is coming into trucking not used to having nothing. So, you come into trucking through a mega carrier and you see they got this opportunity to where you can get your own truck and make more money. That sounds good to somebody who don't know no better. And you got a lot of people coming into trucking that don't know no better. We all holding the steering wheel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I made a video a little while back, a week or two ago, talking about steering wheel holders. And the truth is, to a degree, we all holding the steering wheel. We all holding the steering wheel, but we all don't think the same. Everybody ain't got the same type of IQ. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't got the same type of business savvy. Everybody ain't got the same common sense, ain't so common. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I say though, there have been people, I do hear people completing lease purchase programs. I do hear it. I hear it a lot, to be honest. But I hear more horror stories than good stories about those lease purchase programs. And all in all, you know what I'm saying? That's just the way the game go, man. It's capitalism. That's the way this country was built. Off taking advantage of either free labor or low wage paid labor. That's the way this country is built. It's built that way. And it's still going that way. You know what I'm saying? So the way I think now, I'm not angry at the companies. People, this is how they take advantage of people, man. People coming in and they don't know no better. And they signing up for them lease purchase programs, not understanding what they getting into. You know, just because something says more money, it's always gonna be other shit attached to that money. All the time. Ain't no way around it. You know, even me financing a truck from a dealership or from a lot and leasing it on to a company, yeah, it's more money, but it's other shit that come with that even now, you know what I mean, in my 2.5 year journey of being an owner operator, I've had to acclimate my mind to you know what I'm saying, change how I'm moving, change my whole outlook, change my planning, you know what I'm saying, through every detail of what I'm doing. Because it's other factors that come with getting to more money in any walk of life. But particularly in this trucking, the more higher that you go up, the more responsibility you got and the more things you have to worry about. So even with that lease purchase program, man, a lot of people jumping into that lease purchase program not understanding the ramifications. And a lot of people, you know, from what I hear, man, a lot of people, they get effed over. So, but with that said, I honestly think that them banning or going towards banning lease purchase programs all the way around, I think in one aspect, as far as the aspect of people complaining, saying that there's too many people in the trucking industry and that's why the rates is low, I think that the lease purchase being banned will bring back a high turnover rate to trucking. Because if it's an influx of people that's in trucking right now, that means that the turnover rate is low because there's too many people in it, right? And that's been one of the things about trucking for a long time. Before this boom of people coming into trucking, trucking always had a high turnover rate. So what I personally think, this is just my theory. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing. You know what I mean? But this is just my little theory. I think if they ban lease purchase programs, that's gonna kill the incentive for people to even want to get into trucking or people to even want to stay in trucking. Because once you take out the lease purchase programs, that means that people only gonna have a few choices. Either you're gonna have to be company, and if you want to finance a truck, that means that you have to take the time out to get your credit right. You have to stack your money up. You have to handle your business. Or you're going to have to stay at a company long enough to be able to stack the bread up to go buy you a cash truck. And who knows? We don't know how, you know, like I have my own truck and I have a truck finance from an outside source and I'm leased on to a company. So I don't know what this leasing ban, I don't even know how that's going to affect my position. Even though having your own truck and being leased on to a company, and as opposed to leasing a truck through a company, you know what I'm saying? They two different things, but who knows? You know what I'm saying? Even people in my position, we probably can be affected by this. So I don't know. It all depends on how they sweep through with this. But as far as putting a ban on people leasing trucks through companies and being considered independent contractors when they really employ drivers with more responsibility on their back. As far as that part, and they put the ban on that, I think that's going to detour a lot of people from wanting to be in the trucking, because a lot of people, they're not going to be willing to put the work in to get their credit right. They're not going to want to put the work in and stack their bread up, because a lot of people coming in with this, I want to be a boss overnight mentality. So a lot of people not going to be able to withstand that pain or withstand the pressure. A lot of people not going to be willing to endure working for a company long enough to be able to get their shit together, to be able to get out on their own or get their own truck the right way. I don't think a lot of people are going to be able to endure that. And to me, that's going to kill the incentive for people to even want to come in or even stay in trucking. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. You know, like, it take time to get your credit. It take time to get your credit, man. It took me a couple years to take my credit from, I don't know what my credit was at. It was either 4 something or 5 something. To get my credit into the 700s, man. It took a little time to do that. Even with help, with hiring a law firm. I had named the law firm in another video I just made. What the hell is the name of that law firm? Something. But yeah, I did hire a credit repair agency to help me build my credit up. And you know what I'm saying? The little bit that they did, you know what I'm saying? It helped. But all in all, the consistency and trusting the process of building your credit, man, it takes time. You know what I'm saying? But see, a lot of people that do these lease purchase programs, man, they don't want to go through they don't want to endure the journey of getting their shit together. That's why a lot of people is doing those lease purchase programs, because it's easy to fall into the trap of, I'm getting my own truck. It's easy to fall into that. So once you take that away, what is going to be the incentive for people to be in trucking and want to stay in trucking? Because a lot of people already complaining about being company drivers, and they ain't making this and they not making that. People already complaining about being lease drivers. That's all I see. I barely even watch them, but just, you know, shit that be popping up, especially now since I'm making videos about trucking. I see more things in my algorithm about trucking, and all I really see is headlines about people complaining about these companies leasing, how they not making no money and all this. So, you know what I'm saying? So they put a ban on the lease purchase programs, man. I just don't think it's going to be people that's going to want to go through the process. A lot of people, they're not going to last as company drivers. They're not going to want to put the work in, especially if they coming in through a mega carrier. You know, and you let the mega carrier put you through school, and then you got to go work for them, or whatever the case may be. I just, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the dues that people usually have to go through to get to where they want to be in trucking, man, I just don't think a lot of people are going to be willing to endure. Because a lot of people, they come in trucking, they want their own trucks. They want freedom. You know, and for a lot of people, them lease purchase programs, they provide the illusion of that. They provide the illusion of that. And, you know, putting a ban on the lease purchase program, man, is going to force people. It's going to force people to have to make some tough decisions. Like I said, you're going to either have to be company, and if you want to get your own truck, you're going to have to do your due diligence and put the work in to fix your situation. If it's messed up, most people, a lot of people's situations don't be right, so they have to do work. So you have to go through the process of fixing your credit, getting your cash up to be able to go finance a truck, or just getting your money up in total to be able to go buy you a cash truck. And I just think once you take that lease program shit away, a lot of people not gonna be willing to want to go put that work in to take the scenic route to the freedom that they want. So that's just what I think. That's just my little 2 cents. But I don't know. Them reaching in, coming to the industry, putting more regulations on stuff, man, it probably can be bad for the whole industry. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just catching the news how it come. So, but we'll see, man. We'll see. But I don't. If they do, I think, me personally, like I say, I think that probably in that aspect, I think it'd be a good thing. It's gonna be a good thing. It's gonna stop a lot of people from getting screwed over, and people gonna have to do shit the hard way. And a lot of people don't want to do shit the hard way, which means if a lot of people don't want to do shit the hard way, a lot more people are gonna be leaving the industry. Yeah, that's what I think. So I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Gone.